Right, you own a Jaguar XK140 from the 50s. Nothing too unusual in that. You've had it for 10 years. Nothing desperately unusual about that. But what is very different is that you use this as your everyday car, your only car. Is this practical, or are you crazy?
No, I think it's very practical, Philip. I mean, I've had the car for 10 years. I've been through it. You know, everything's been done. Unfortunately, I live in central London, so I don't have to drive it every single day. I don't have to commute. But it lives in the garage at the top of the road, and I use the number 19 bus very happily. I've got a very nice bicycle. I use the tube. But whenever I hop on the car, I need to go down to Goodwood or Silverstone or go on a photo shoot for Octane magazine. I use it because it's a very practical, usable, lovely old car.
Yes. Well, I've seen you driving around, coming over the bridges near here and that sort of thing. So you do actually use it. I mean,
Well, this is the area where the car lives. I mean, I live in central London, and it's, I fortunately have a garage at the top of the road. So I hop in every day and start it up and warm it up gently and take it over. And the nice thing about Albert Bridge is one of the prettiest bridges in London. It's got those width dividers on them. So often if some guys in some big sort of fast modern sports car behind you, they come up to the width divider, they obviously hit the brakes because they can't get the car through, and I just whistle through in top gear. Don't tell anybody, maybe second gear. So it's very useful. It's like Tony Crook when he built those old Bristol 411s and 410s. The whole trick with these cars in London, it's not the length of the car, it's the width. And these classic cars are much narrower than modern cars. They've got much thinner A-posts, and the visibility is good. So it works perfectly well. It's great.
What's the reaction from other people on the road in central London?
People really react positively. They love it because it's a friendly car. It's not threatening. It's not too big. It's a subdued colour, and it's got all the chrome. And I was driving along the King's Road a while ago, and a young girl leant out over the railings with her mobile phone, taking a picture of it. And she was a child, and as I went past, she shouted, "Armstrong Siddeley." I said, "Don't be silly. It's not an Armstrong Siddeley. It's a Jaguar."
Brilliant. Let's take a look at the car more closely, shall we? Have a walk round. I see you've got a bonnet strap. That's always a very good thing with an XK, because one of the few negatives is that they have been known to fly up, particularly nasty if you're driving an open one and it hits you on the head.
Absolutely, because there's only one sort of rudimentary catch at the bottom. Some people put the leather strap on the bottom, which is a little more subtle.
Dog collar.
But I quite like that. And again, people are intrigued by these old cars. They're so different to modern cars. This bonnet strap catches a lot of attention. And also this Jaguar Leaper, which actually isn't correct. I mean, they didn't have them until late. I think the Mark II's put them. But you know, again, kids come up and they look at the Jaguar and they all touch it, and they love this sort of old-fashioned, totally unsafe, illegal stuff. And that's like a skewer.
But it's lovely period touch.
Yeah. Should I show you the engine?
Yes, please do. Absolutely, absolutely.
It's had a bit of a,
as you say, the heart of an XK.
yes, it is.
Isn't it amazing when you think about these engines did?
Yeah.
Designed during the war. Fastest production car in the world when the 120 came out. C-Type won Le Mans twice, D-Types 3 times, silent executive saloons in the 70s, armoured cars, fire engines, fighting vehicles, record-breaking powerboats. Absolutely extraordinary, isn't it?
Amazing.
Yeah, and there was so much development in them. Absolutely.
Hop in, do you want to try?
Thank you. Smaller steering wheel.
One thing I do have to do is the clutch. The clutch is the one problem area which is it's heavy because I haven't modified it to a hydraulic clutch. It's still a standard mechanical. So but my legs still work. So I'll wait, because that's an engine out job. So that's a big one. But I'll wait for that.
Well, you don't need your Fitbit if you've got all that exercise with the clutch. Yes.
He can't do the width restrictor push up. Come on then. No?
Earlier on I was following a small van and it really struggled to get through, and it was a really small van. Incredible. Yes.
Nobody's making an effort. Down behind him.
Plenty of scratches on the posts.
Yeah. Very good. Well done.
say, goes really well. Certainly pulls.
I ask you, what classic car should I buy? There's no answer to that. I mean, it's like, you know, would you like a blonde, a redhead, or a brunette? You know, it's very personal. But it depends how you want to use the car.
What's your best lap time around this square? Whoops.
It is fun, you see, and that's all happening in the legal speed.
They tick so many boxes, don't they? They are just so good. They're reliable, they're practical around town, out on the open road, flick the overdrive, off you go, relatively low revs, a hell of a speed. You can actually show quite a lot of modern cars a clean pair of heels, and they just are just so good.
They're great fun. I mean, the thing is, yeah, I love it. And you know, in the modern world, let's be honest, one has to be careful. You can't go crazy fast. And that's another thing about modern supercars. They are so fast. I mean, even the boys on Evo magazine, which is the performance magazine of all time, are beginning to say, look, these cars are too quick to enjoy in the real world. And I have as much fun at 70 miles an hour as I would have at 140 miles an hour in a modern super weapon. You know, so it works.
Absolutely.
It is a motor car. It transports me around. I drive it, and it has to work for me. But I love it.